Hey guys, it's Bonnie from BonnieLaneFitness.com and blogging at survivethrive.org/healthyliving. And I know some of you guys were following my fun adventure and contest that I won, the Heart Not Hype contest with the compression apparel company, 2XU. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about my top takeaways. So first of all, the brand, the company is called 2XU. It looks like 2XU. And so you say it 2XU. And that's multiply your performance is their tagline. So I love that it's about making you better, and not just your effort, but all around. I was able to really connect with people from the company. One of the co-founders flew in from Hong Kong, although they're located in Australia, and just spent some time talking with us about the vision of the company, and I loved that. So what was the Heart Not Hype contest? Well, this contest was a chance for people from countries around the world to say why they exhibited Heart Not Hype and why they exemplify that concept in their training. And I was one of the people from Canada chosen, which is absolutely crazy. I had never heard of 2XU before, and so I wasn't sure what to expect. And then I came to realize that 2XU is, of course, based in Australia, a household name there, all over the Nordic countries. And then a lot of people like the top triathletes and 28 out of the 29 NBA teams use them. So they're around, but I don't know about them as sort of an average person who has used compression before but didn't really understand all of its benefits. So that's the first thing. That's a little bit about 2XU. A compression company, they operate with heart, and they are all about taking medical science from what compression is used for to promote blood flow, circulation, help with recovery, muscle oscillation, and really making that applicable to sports, applying that to the sports scene, and then making it look good. So I love that because really we want to look good in the gym. All right, so that's sort of what 2XU is about. And that's how I got there. So I was one of two people who represented Canada. There were other participants from Australia, from Hong Kong, the UK, Sweden, Norway. What else am I missing? The US. It was an amazing, amazing experience. So I had the opportunity to sit under some great coaches and really take in a lot of information. We weren't smashed into the ground. It wasn't about just a killer workout. It was about learning, about education, and not just about the brand, which I really appreciated. I didn't feel like I was bombarded with brand messages and gear that was just about 2XU. It was very all-encompassing with health and fitness. So here are some of my top takeaways. The first thing was squeeze your butt. And it sounds really simple. It's what I say to my clients all the time, focusing on the glutes. And here's why. So if you think about your form, when you're standing, when you're sitting, I'm going to move this down so you guys can see. When we get lazy and we get really relaxed, the glutes fall back. And then what happens? The shoulders cave over. There's no way we can engage our core from this position. So squeezing the glutes means you're going to stand up tall. And then engaging that scapula back here. So it's not standing like this, right? It's just squeezing back. And this is going to engage that core. So squeeze your glutes. It is the foundation for pretty much everything that we do. So one of my takeaways, along with the squeezing of the glutes and scapula, how that relates is your body likes stability. And your body is going to look for stability. So if you think of it that way, there's two ways we can be stable. We can be stable here in this tall alignment, that our body likes this. We can also be stable here. This is when the butt goes out, the shoulders cave over, and we're not engaging our core. This puts all of our pressure here on L5 and L4. We are bone on bone. And this is how we're stable. This is how most of us end up during our day, right? We're typing, we're sitting, we're working from home, we're driving, all those different things. So when you think about it that way, you can have a choice with how you're going to be stable. And I want to be stable here. So that doesn't mean you squeeze all the time walking around, but it does mean that you're mindful of the glutes, of those shoulders, of the scapula in the back here, and that you think about that body alignment. This is how we want to live. So the more you train like this in the gym, the more you'll naturally settle like this. So that's kind of one of the biggest physical takeaways that I had was your body likes stability, it likes alignment, it's going to find it here, It's going to find it here. So you think about backpacking. You guys know I love to get outside and go for backcountry hikes on my skis or backpacking in the summer. I might start like this for sure. With a heavy pack, I'm finishing like this. My shoulders are aching, all that pressure's on the lower back. So that's that reminder, we gotta train like this so that whatever we do in real life, we're tall and strong. So that was my first takeaway. My second takeaway was really about the value of sleep and rest and recovery. It is so, so important. And I'm very thankful to Dr. John Sullivan for sharing so much of his experience with us and his knowledge, as he's been a sports psychologist for teams like the Vancouver Canucks, the Patriots, all these teams. And what he's seen is that you manipulate one thing, and that's sleep, and everything gets better. So 2 little tidbits there was that you can work out any time that your body wants to, but keep that alive there. But your best times to work out really are going to be 10 to 12 and 3 to 5, which I thought was interesting. So if your only time is to get it in the morning, get it in the morning, that's fine. But if you have a chance to choose sleep, choose sleep. So optimal is 7 to 10 hours of sleep. And you can even get little micro moments of sleep and rest throughout your day that will help and add up. So if you're taking a nap, don't go more than 1.5 hours, because then that's going to mess up your evening sleep, your actual going to bed time. So a nap is anything 1.5 or less hours. And if you're worried that you wake up groggy like I always do from a nap and I just thought I was a bad napper, you can set an alarm for every 30 minutes, and that's in between your sleep cycles. So that is when you finish a sleep cycle, you're going to wake up refreshed. So that's what I'll be doing now when I feel like I need to nap. So that's a big, big sleep takeaway. Another thing for men is that if you sleep less than for 2 nights in a row, less than 7 hours, your testosterone will drop to the level of a female, which is like 1/3 less. So that's huge. So even for men and for testosterone reasons alone, besides our brain functioning and how sleep affects our digestion and our appetite and our energy and our stress, all those things, for testosterone, that's important for men specifically. So I thought that was an interesting tidbit. So far, we've got the value of body alignment and stability, the value of sleep, and then the value of recovery and using tools like compression for that. So I was gifted many different kinds of compression wear throughout the week with my fellow participants, which was a huge gift and really fun to be able to try all this out. And the great thing is I got to use different pairs of tights and shorts in different circumstances. So paddleboarding, got to try them out in the gym for a strength session, for a power session, and for sprinting on the beach. Just even for recovery. So we'd walk out into the ocean, let that cold water wash over our legs, relax, get that breathing in, and let your body relax so that you can properly recover. And compression is a big, big part of that. So I always thought compression, I've tried it out a few times, but it's mainly for people who are athletes. I don't want to look like I know what I'm doing in that gear. But what I learned is that compression is going to benefit everybody. And actually, the more deconditioned you are, the greater the impact of that compression, which is pretty fascinating to me. So many studies have been done. You can check out the 2XU website, that's 2XU.com, to learn more about their products. But I will say 2 pieces that I'm loving incorporating into my life since I've been back is their training tights. And these tights are made for performance. So they're made for during your workout, and they've got amazing spots all along the muscles that are really going to highlight what you're working. So keeping those muscles in place, not constricting or restricting movement, but keeping you a little bit tighter there so as not to encourage more movement than necessary. Okay, so they're really valuable for during training. And then there's recovery tights afterwards. And these are even tighter than the pair you wear during training. You can sleep in them. I've gone to bed once in them. I've flown in them. I just spent one day kind of in them after I was traveling. And I have felt so good, my muscles. So it's not a gimmick. It's not hype. It's real stuff and really valuable. So I'm going to show you what those look like. Okay. So these are the tights that are used for movement, for performance and working out. And you can't see from here too much, but what they have is right along all the muscles, they have extra detail. You can see that it sort of conforms around to your muscles. And they're tight enough that you'll feel it in these. They're gonna keep you in. So that's what these guys look like. I've loved working out in them so far, especially for longer or harder, like higher intensity things. And then these are the compression tights I have worn to recover. So got that nice X. I love that. These are murdered out, kind of black on black here, looking cool. And they're tighter than these guys, again, by 2XU, and I've slept in them. How long does compression work? When should you take it off? Well, that really comes down to personal preference. When they stop being comfortable, take them off. So you can sleep in them, you can move in them as long as you want, and they're really not gonna lose their benefit. So it just comes down to how they feel. So I've had great experience with them so far. And that was my other real takeaway, is that everybody should be using this stuff. I mean, the benefits are far-reaching. So if you stand at a desk, you're going to get blood pooling in your feet, and you're going to be tired at the end of the day. Your feet are going to hurt. My mom has had problems just standing on her feet as a trainer all day, and she works so many hours. My husband has complained, we're standing at his stand-up desk and typing, that his feet are so sore at the end of the day. And so I've given them some compression socks, and they work. They feel a lot better. So I'm just learning the benefits of this, but keeping in mind that all compression is not created equal. So you want to look for high quality stuff, and you can ask me questions, or you can check out the 2XU website, because I'm convinced from all the compression that I've tried that this is the best stuff. And that's why people at really high levels use them, because it's simply the best. And that's the truth of it. So after using it for a week, and continuing on here myself, and then also learning more about the product, about the company, about the value of compression in general, and how that connects to your sleep and to your recovery and to your blood flow, getting that moving back to the heart, I'm just convinced that it's something that I need to incorporate, and that you should incorporate into your training too, regardless of your level of fitness. So I hope you enjoyed just hearing some of my top takeaways. I had a wonderful experience, so thanks again to 2XU Australia for the event, for 2XU USA for hosting us down in Hermosa Beach, and for 2XU Canada and Canadian Running Magazine for choosing me as one of the winners. I am so thankful, and it's been an amazing experience that will continue to impact how I train and how I train my clients. So thanks, you guys. Have a great day. Put all this into practice. Get some sleep tonight. And put some tight pants on. You'll feel better. All right. Bye.